1964. I want to say 64, 98. This bad boy's been in the dirt for years. This tire, I think, is completely blown out. Yep. No turning back now. Five 8704. Cool dash though. But the reason why I'm grabbing this one, and I'll show you, is it's got the Oldsmobile rocket motor in it, so pretty pumped. Ready to watch me work. Ooh, there's gonna be a pig. That was a pig, man. Trying to drag her out on flat tires with wet grass, but we got it. From there, all the way to there. And I brought spares, but of course my spares are not fitting on an Oldsmobile because I don't have Oldsmobile stuff. You know what we may have to do, Jeff? Unjack it and get it from the middle. Because if I could at least get it to the bumper on here, then I could, and it'll.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That thing is heavy, man. Wow. This is probably one of the heaviest.
Give it a little break. A little more, man. Just give me that bumper. Is she overload? You stop?
I stopped.
Oh, okay.
I'm
getting scared.
yeah.
All right, guys. She's on 4 flat tires, 3 locked up brakes, and yeah, that's it. And sitting in that hole, you seen that? I don't know. We're gonna look at the registration on this thing. 2003, I think. I see an inspection on it, so got a little bit of time under her belt. But anyway, 12,000 pound winch from Harbor Freight, man, does the job again, and she was screaming.
Assorted shingle cutter, Specialty Tools Manufacturing Incorporated. Belleville, Illinois.
Please. Woo. Just right here. We got to pick the barn too, so we're looking for treasures. A lot of like farm equipment and stuff, no like car related stuff. Couple oil cans, but they're like the old cardboard ones. There's one that's unopened I was kind of interested in, but Other than that, yeah, just picking around. I'm more the car guy. Jeff, he's got a big farm too. And his mother-in-law lives in the front of them. And she has all this kind of old stuff hanging all over her barns. And all right, here we go. This big old, I think it's a 64. I'm pretty sure it's 64. Oldsmobile. Watch me struggle getting it on the trailer. You can watch me struggle getting it off the trailer. This thing is just a pig. But it's got the rocket motor, the high compression. I don't know, I'll show you when I pop the hood again. So here she is, all her glory. What I was gonna do is I was gonna take the tires off, the wheels off, and just have some used tires put on it. And the rims are shot from sitting in the mud for so long. And I don't just have Oldsmobile lug pattern sitting around here. Everything I got's Mopar. So what I'm gonna do is I fired up the old wrecker truck, and we're gonna pull this trailer out. I'm gonna get behind it in the wrecker, and we're gonna yank it off. Then from there we'll do the clean out, we'll do all the fun stuff. All right, so here we go. Don't laugh. If you haven't seen the video on this old wrecker truck, check it out. It's somewhere below. A gentleman was retiring. I think he was in his like late 80s, early 90s. And he used this thing all the time. And he was kind of sick to his stomach getting rid of it. And this thing has been nothing but, probably between this and my trailer, it's probably been one of the two best investments I've made. And now this is just a yard wrecker. Like, I don't take it out or anything like that. I got a title for it, but I don't have no insurance, and the tires suck. Brakes need to be redone on it. So it's good for just what I use it for here. It's perfect for that. But yeah, that's somewhere below. Check it out how I got this thing. It was a good find. I think I gave about $2,500 for it. No, I'm sorry, not even that. $1,700. Whoa. So since I can't get this thing moved, I was just kind of going through the glove box, looking at all the paperwork that was in it. Sometimes you could go in these glove boxes on these old cars, and you could find the titles on these things. I've done that once or twice. And I see somebody's been digging through this car because the back seat was already just loosey-goosey. I don't know if they got in the trunk. I was hoping to get... Oh, look at this. The factory options sheet. So this thing came from Massey Motors Incorporated in Kinston, North Carolina. That's cool. Backed up lamps, electric windows, skyrocket engine, the L74. Oh, it's for a lawnmower. Anyway, we got these out of the barn too. Some golf. These aren't the good tin ones. These are the, but they're still full. These are the cardboards, but they're still cool. Golf Pride Multi-G. Dr. Pepper, that place was full of bottles. Some of them bottles are worth some money, but I don't know which ones are. Let's look in the back here. Oh, I looked under the seat. Let me go under the seat here. Let's see what we got here. STP Old School Carb Spray. That's nice. Got the Mountain Dew. A lot of Mountain Dew. Oh, sweet. We got a crack pipe. That's awesome. Somebody's smoking crack in this car at one time. That's just great. That is the first time I've ever found a crack pipe in a car. Usually it's change and cool stuff, but this time it's a crack pipe. Let's see what's under the seat. Oh, look at this here, ladies and gentlemen. You could find build sheets all day long in cars like this, but when it comes to a Mopar, no way. Right here is the nice build sheet. I could probably get it out. This one doesn't look that brittle, but I don't want to jack with it right now. All right, so unfortunately I had to pop the trunk lock. This thing's pretty roasted inside. Trunk lips are gone. It's pretty much parts car now. But I'm kind of just going through, see what we got left. Oh, had all the tapes in here. They're probably all gospel tapes or something. That sucks because the trunk got soaked. So all the tapes are shot. This thing either got flooded or just the water over the last 20-something years just running. Probably because there's no trunk lip. So every time it rains, it just soaks this thing up. See here. That is the ultra high compression Skyrocket in all her glory. All the ridge. Look at that. I wanted to at least see if we couldn't get this thing. Doesn't look like it's flooded. I don't see any weeds up in the wheel wells or anything like that. Oh. Linkage? Nothing. Wow, that's a bad to the bone carburetor too. The wires are still on. I don't want to touch nothing because everything's so brittle. Not a lot of squirrels. The carburetor looks fairly clean. What I might do is just squirt it. Just get the linkage freed up. And then we could at least see. Oh, that's what I wanted to pull the dipstick. Oh yeah, regular oil. That's good. No water in it. Smells like old oil. Not bad. Alright, so we're back out at the pig, the 1963 Oldsmobile, which I originally thought was a 64 98, but it's a 63. Anyway, we sold some parts off of it this week, covered $400 of the $500 cost of this car. It's stuck right here in my backyard behind the shop because I can't move the dang thing. My wrecker truck just starts spinning tires because it's so damn heavy. Not to mention I don't have no wheels on it. The brakes are locked up. Anyway, don't matter. It's not going to be will it drive. This is just going to be will it run. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. Let me spray off the engine, the bad boy Skyrocket. Then we'll go ahead and see if she'll spin over. Then we'll start the games from there. Alright, so that wasn't the most fun thing I've done in a while, but we got it all blown out so we can at least start working on it. Now, I don't think I'm going to pressure wash the inside of this compartment because, one, it's not that bad. I mean, it's dusty, dirty, but not like it's full of pine needles and mud and all that crap. So I think we'll start with what we got. The first thing I'm going to do here, though, is yank this old battery out, and then I'll go ahead and put a fresh battery in. Get my starter relay little button so you could start it and at least see if this thing turns over, because I'm hoping for the best but expecting the worst. Alright, let's get this battery out. I'll just cut it off. Alright, so got the battery out. One thing that sucks is these bottles here, overflow bottles. Cool nostalgic piece. Of course it was busted. Probably somebody broke it. Those things are kind of thick. I don't see them just breaking by themselves, but who knows. I am going to go to the starter relay. I am going to pull the battery cable off. I'm going to give it a wire wheel. Then I'm going to disconnect the fuel line, so if we do get this thing to crank over, it don't yank up no water, because I'm sure that's all that's in this thing is water. I just gotta see if this engine will crank over first. That's the first thing. Alright, fuel line The fuel line came off good, or easy I should say. Didn't strip it, didn't round it out. I just clean every terminal with the wire wheel. Just make sure you wear safety glasses. You don't want one of these little curly wires to come off and tag you in the eyeball. Just trying to crank these little battery cable ends on. Of course, these wires couldn't be no shorter. I'm stretching them to the limits. All right, so far I see no fires. No smoke yet. That's a good sign. Let me go get my starter over here. See if we'll even get any crank out of her at all. All right. We got the old push button starter. And there's like 3 relays that go onto this starter solenoid, so I have no idea which one to pick. All right, with lots of finagling and being a pain in my ass, I finally found the wire to make this starter switch work. So we'll see if we got any fire here. Took me forever to get the starter relay out. And then I had it on the right wire the first time and it didn't do nothing. Anyway, let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. I thought for sure this thing was locked up. Oh yeah. All right. See if anything comes out of that fuel line. Nothing. All right, I want to burn that starter out. I just want to see if there's any fuel going to come out of here or any water or whatever, but it don't look like nothing's happening. That's okay. Now that we know this thing turns over, what I want to do next is get this spark, what is this thing called? Distributor cap off, and just look down at the points, see how bad they are. Because you know how this game goes, you gotta clean the points off. All right, here we go. We got the Revlon nail file. I don't know where the heck that came from. Some chick in the back seat of one of these cars. There ain't much left on these points, but hopefully it'll be just enough to get the party started, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I got all these back. Let me put this button back. Put this, everything's so tight for a 63, holy crap. It's like there's no wiggle room at all. I mean, I don't know what the freak. So I hope them wires are all right. We'll know right away though. I think they're right. They're molded into shape so you can kind of get a good idea where they got to go back to. All right. That's that. Now, I was going to run a power wire right to the coil here. We got a wire put to the positive side of the coil. Now, I'm just going to see if this thing got any spark at all. We can do the old screwdriver trick here. Alright, so we got spark. All I did is just file down I changed out the coil, thinking it was the coil. I was kind of going a little bit all over the place, and I was like, well, maybe it was the wire that goes from the coil there, because I was getting spark off the points, and I just need to file the points down a little bit more. Now I got a decent spark, not great, but it's old points, and I don't feel like going up to advanced auto and getting some, so we're gonna roll with it. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is fill up the inside of this carburetor with some 2-stroke, and we are going to see if we could at least get her to fire. I think that's the Bulls. Not sure, it's kind of a weird carburetor. Okay, Hey, I don't know. Oh, right here. Here they are. Going down the wrong thing there. What the frick is going on here? Oh, it's horrible. Anyway, we'll just shoot a little bit down in there. Try not to start no fire. Let's give her some smoke. This is the weirdest carburetor I've ever seen in my life. There she goes. Oh, I know. I bet you. Oh, I already know what the problem is. I got one of these wires crossed up. All right. She wants to go. I just need to put some gas to her. Let me, instead of keep pumping gas down her throat, let me go ahead and hook up the gas can and then put gas right to her. All right, trying to get some fuel to this thing before it gets dark out here. But I'm so close, and then I'm getting in a hurry, and that's when you start jacking stuff up. All right, I just want to crimp that gas off because I've had fires back here and they suck. So I'm going to blow some of this fuel out of here before I start it, just to be safe. I don't know if, I wonder if she's hydro locked. A lot of gas went down there. I cut the gas off. Who knows what went down the cylinders, but I don't know, for some reason I'm thinking this battery's not firing all the way. Maybe I'll go get my charger and put it on there. Let's give her the business. Sounds nice. Oh, fuel pump works. Man, I'm almost to the end and like now everything's going to crap on me. It's gonna get dark in like 10 minutes. I got it started. I was gonna let it just run for a little while. And now it's shooting all the old fuel up out of there. You know what I'll do? I'll disconnect it down here. Let me cut that, and then it won't pump no more. Be done with that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, there it goes. Root beer. Now that the road mics were running out of batteries right at the last minute, screwed me again. Let's let this thing run for a little bit. I just want to hear it run. Get that oil pumped up in them valves, lube everything back up. That's what I'm waiting for. Like a freaking sewing machine. Now I'm out of gas. God damn. She sounds like, I don't know. A lot of gas coming out of here, I think. It might just be the old gas there. Just burning off some old oil and stuff, but she was in gear. That's why she sounded real weak. I'd throw her in park. Sounds nice, man. It's like a sewing machine, real quiet. Just still burning off some of the old oil and stuff like that. She had antifreeze in her, so I don't know. Hopefully she's staying cool. We'll see. Not too loud on the back either. Sound like got glass packs. I don't know what I did there. I was trying to break that brake free. Yeah, them brakes are locked up tight. So when I was jacking around in this car, I kind of seen something a little bit weird, you know, but it's Oldsmobile, so it's kind of different. But if you go here and you look at the, what we always call the Prindle, this ain't a Prindle, this is a Prinsleur. Prinsleur, park, neutral, drive, second, low, and then all the way down is reverse, which I've never seen that before, which is kind of cool. But the only thing that sucks about that is, you know, if you're a young man and you go out and steal grandpa's car and you think you're gonna do a little street racing in the Street Beast high compression skyrocket motor, and you accidentally go, I'm gonna start downshifting this thing in the low, and you would go into reverse. Ooh, you're definitely gonna lose. So yeah, so that's about it in a nutshell on this one. I'm not doing too much of the driving thing because I'm gonna start getting in the brakes, and then they're gonna be all busted up and I'm gonna have a hard time grabbing them. So I bought this car just because it was the nostalgic Skyrocket engine, I don't even know what size it is, but ultra high compression. And this car is roasted, guys. Like, the whole trunk is gone in it, around all the lip, and you seen that in the beginning. But anyway, so I started parting it out, and I paid $500 for this car, and I think I made $400 back in parts. Somebody wanted, I didn't want no engine stuff getting sold, but somebody grabbed the dash, bezel, the gauge cluster I should say, and oh, he grabbed the door panels. He wanted the door panels out of it, which he got all the hardware too. So I mean, it's hard to find stuff for a 63 Oldsmobile. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this air cleaner back on. And I was just glad to fire it up. I thought for sure this thing was gonna be froze. Sat since 2001, give or take. Anyway, so like I said, I bought it because one of my bucket list cars is to do another Roadster or an old like 30s coupe or something. And I always thought what a cool thing that would be to have like an old Cadillac motor or an old Oldsmobile like this, Skyrocket, you know, it's just something real off the cuff. So that's kind of why I bought this car, and to do a video for you guys and to see if it'll run. Well, yeah, that was kind of a easy car to get running. It wasn't too painful. I mean, just little dumb stuff at the end, but overall, I mean, what though, it was the points, so the points just needed to be filed down more. I almost thought about getting a new set, but I was like, yeah, we'll make them work. And sure enough, we got some spark, and then, you know, it's all downhill from there. But anyway, if you like this video, leave me a comment. This was just a quick one for everybody. I just enjoy rescuing these old cars, even though this one's kind of roasted. If you need parts for a 63 Oldsmobile, 98, they're very hard to find. It's not like these are just plentiful out there. Let me know. Email me, bradleyswrenching@gmail.com. It's in the description below. You can check that out. And until then, yeah, that's it, man. 98. I'm gonna try to push it back in the corner. My wrecker ain't doing so good. This thing's a pig. But until then, my name is Brad. Let them rip, not rot. Keep on saving them. Don't send them to the crusher, because you know, people can use parts off these things, and this thing was about to go to the crusher, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, until next time, we are my phone's ringing, of course.
It's a blast.